Alright, welcome back to Roguetech, and welcome back to Challenge Run, no tech, no mechs. So, I'm glad that our mech salvage was high enough, because I forgot to actually increment it up. We are at Mech Tech 24. So, yeah, we can salvage up to 80 tons, and is there actually anything? Yeah, something's in progress. Cool. So, right, we also need to, before I forget, because I will absolutely forget if I don't do it right now, we actually can build a Prowler MTV. So, I don't know if I just forgot to do it, or if I didn't realize I could. But we could build ourselves a Prowler MTV, and we now have not just a tank. Come on, Yang. Not just a tank. Also, I'm going to scan through here real quick. No, nothing else we can build. It is also, in addition to being a tank, a refit vehicle. So we can resupply ammo. And it also has, I believe somewhere, battle armor compartment. So we now have an armor personnel carrier that can also resupply somewhere. Yeah, can resupply / repair. That's amazing. I have no recollection of where that came from or whether or not I realized it was a thing, but also, since we have no work to do to repair its armor, how long will it take to actually drop some weapons in this thing? So medium lasers, or we could use diverse optics. Use ER smoke. No, actually we couldn't. Too much heat. Yep. ER mediums, too much heat. Okay, so we could use ER smalls, which is, stupid. Like, just a standard medium laser is better in every way, right? Unless you have to worry about heat, yeah. Or, tonnage. Which you don't with vehicles, really. Like PVC, too heavy? Yeah, so we just throw in 2 medium lasers. I guess I'll use the diverse optic. Potential to, just RNG roll and get 5 extra damage out of it. Or, 5 less damage, either way. Do we have an SRM 2? Because I can't think of anything else I'm going to use an SRM 2 for. We do have an SRM 2. Do we have an SRM... No, we do not have an SRM 6. We have an SRM 4. Let's do that. And SRM ammo. SRM ammo. Yeah, just standard. I'm actually not going to put ammo in the front. I don't need more than 1 bin. So, I'm just going to leave it like that. Less chance of like a stray shot, a random crit to the front, blowing up the ammo and killing whoever's driving it. But yeah, that'll be 4 days, so I'll forget it exists, and then it'll pop up and repair and be like, oh yeah, I can do that. And Urban Tank, you are out of this flare-up for sure. That is not a unit I will be dropping anytime soon. I actually have a lot of stuff that's like almost completely. All right, let's actually get the Crusader. No, let's get. Wolverine Pitbull, definitely. In case it's another, like, polar biome. No, I'll bring the Huron Warrior over the Crusader. Is our commander back up yet? No. Our commander's still down for 9 more days. I could slot a rookie into the Shadowhawk. It's not like it has that great of stuff in it. Panther. I want the Panther. So it's going to be 3 days. So we pass today, and then it'll say 2 days remaining. So the Excalibur will have 1 day left. The Huron Warrior, Wolverine, Pitbull, Panther and Valkyrie. Sure, let's do it. Oh. Well, we got our reward. Ooh, half bin of incendiary MRM ammo. Bad. We have an MRM 40 sitting around that I still want to use, and a 345 core. Nice. Some tunnel rat parts, sure, whatever. Standard Pharaoh. I mean, can I just sell it from right here? Yes, I can. AC5 Inferno, that's cool. Heavy jump jets. A lot of heavy jump jets. Cavalry, I'm never gonna make a 25-ton VTOL in an SRM2. Alright. Cool. I am very happy with that engine core, though. So I was talking about doing a build episode, a Mech Bay episode. I guess this is it. But we only have 1.4 million to actually build the Mad Cat. I need more. That said, what does the 345 core look like in this? It's probably like stupidly overkill. Oh, actually I already have 350. I'm not going to do the math. I'm just going to plug it in and see. So 345 core is 6.9. 350 core is 6.9. 375 core is only 6.10. Okay. So I think the 345 core would actually be like saving tonnage, because I know the 320 is 5.8. So until I get a 330 core, which I believe gives it 6.9. Like 330 is the baseline for 6.9. So I really would ideally want a 330 core. Although I also really want to change this into, honestly, a disco mech. kind of like what it is, just dropping the LRIT. Wait a second. What if I give it the MRM 40 with Apollo? Oh no, it's a 55 tonner. I'm so used to Mad Cats being heavies. I was like, oh yeah, give it a bunch of medium lasers and the MRM 40. But like, no. It's too much. It's too much. Especially since these are all clan weapons, so it's like LRM 40, you know, you think is 10 tons. That's those two LRM 20s is not even the MRM 40's tonnage. And yeah, the LRMs versus the MRM, the biggest difference is the type of specialty ammo I have for the MRM versus for a clan LRM specifically. I still have not been able to use that MRM 40, and I have been sitting here on an Apollo attachment with Apollo ammo, incendiary, just slugs. Just heat and stability and accuracy. It's going to be great once I finally use the MRM 40. Yeah, Centurion, I can build this. For the most part. Again, as I said last episode, I need a Clan Pharaoh. Because I currently do not have Clan Pharaoh. Unless I can figure out some other way to save a little bit of tonnage. But I can go ahead and slot in the weapons and repair it. Where are they? Come on. I only have 2 extra AC2s. Huh. Expected to have more. Anyway, UAC2 clan. UAC2 clan. Drop this LRM 10, drop this ammo LRM, and then give it actually. Why haven't I done that already? Ah, right, range. The whole idea is I'm going to give it a small engine core and jump jet so it can just sit on a mountaintop, hopping around and shooting at extreme range. MRM 40 is not long enough. Yeah, that's why. Does the Clan LRM 20s have a range of 840 meters? Wait, actually, is it Artemis? No, it's risk MMLs that don't get the full benefits, not clan. Alright. So yeah. This is what I was looking at doing. Alternatively, if I struggle to make the extra 2 slots and 2 ton or 1 ton work, then I just do Artemis 4. Like, that's the idea. And then, of course, ammo and whatnot, but no, I'll just start off repairing it. So I just realized it's like... it's got a lot of work to just get repaired, but I am definitely building the Centurion. I'm quite fond of them. But first, I'll repair it. 6 days, 320,000. Okay. We also have the Wolverine to build. So, Jaegermech. Repair. Yeah. Where? Oh, where? Okay, so I'm dropping the PPCs. I'm definitely dropping the PPCs. I don't want to use heavy laser weapons. Ooh, actually, hold on. Nah, that's right. That's right. It's 600 meters. That said, like, it's only 5 tons, and once I do get close enough, like, we have the Royal Heatsink kit. So... and if I'm running primarily AC2s, should be fine. Alright. Weapon. We also have max shots, but I should definitely find a place to put those eventually. There we go. AC2. AC2. They are each 6 tons. Huh. That said, right now, if we put a Mechwarrior or get a Mechwarrior skilled up so that it has 0% crit chance, I mean jam chance, that would be 2, 4, 6, 8. If I could get and fit 1 more, I'd be happy. That would be 10 shots at a flat 10% crit chance with the through armor crit from the AP. Every round for 2 rounds, or no, not every round, but for 2 rounds. And if I get more bends, it would extend it. But that's the first 2 alpha strikes. It just has 10 instances of 10% crit chance. That literally could hit ammo and blow something up on turn 1. Or if I don't double tap, it's 4 rounds of potentially getting 5 crits. And that's very effective against VTOLs. Not as effective, though, as mixing this with, like, an LB-10. I could also just, like, stack some Ultra 2s just for raw damage. Oh, I would really want a fire control AC. Yeah, fire control autocannon. Yeah. So for now, I mean, actually, PPC. Was it this one? Yeah. And then right now the heat efficient. Oh. Huh? You're telling me if I save 3 tons, I can have 4 AC2s and 2 PPCs. Okay. I could replace the PPCs with CR larges. That's interesting. Because the only real difference between the PPC and the CR large, other than obviously the CR large generating more heat by 9, is the PPC just does the debuff every other way. The CR large is just better. Literally every other way. So we trade off 9 heat to save the tonnage to not even have to do anything else. That's great. And then once I get one more AC2, I just replace the PPC with it. Easy. Or, you know, do an armor upgrade. There's so much I could do with this. It's like I could give it stealth even. Like, it's not going to be moving around a lot, but it's going to be moving around at long range. But I'd have to save tonnage then, and now I'm just going to give it Pharaoh, and then use that Pharaoh to give it case on this side. Also, it should be the other PPC, not this one, because I want the CR large on the side that I want to keep alive. There we go. But yeah, case 2, definitely. Oh, I'm also going to need more ammo, aren't I? If I single shot, it's 68. 68. So that's 12, 14 some odd rounds. Plenty of ammo. But if I start double tapping, then it's like, eh. Eh. Do I have, like, Inferno AC2? I do. Okay. I can either mess up somebody's heat and cooling, or fish for just straight through armor crits, or just plink them and do kind of damage that also has a decent crit chance if it is, you know, opened or close to opened. I like it. And that also gives me plenty of ammo to just keep shooting all battle long. Now I just need tonnage. Yeah, that's the problem. That's the problem. I don't know what I want to do here. I do want to give it a fire control advanced target computer. Definitely. Reduces the jam chance. Again, the goal is to have all the AC2s double tapping every round with no jam chance. And then what else? And we already have an XL engine. Do I have the slots for it, actually? Hold on. Engine heatsink -4 would be 8 slots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oop. Alright. Where did you come from? There. Did you also come from there? Yes. Did you come from there? Yes. And then I would just need... Did I miscount? 2, 4, 6. I thought I counted 8 slots open. Of course, I'm regular double heat sinks, not clan double heat sinks. That's why. Oof. Okay, so that actually complicates things. Well, you know what? I'll save the engine heatsink removal of -4, and I'll give it a -2, and then drop 1 heatsink. And I'm still 0.35 over. Yeah. This is the problem with it. I could give battle computer range. 10% increased range. Oh, it's the clan ultra that's 1,000. These are just 960, but with that battle computer range, it becomes 1,000. I mean, all I'd have to do is drop the PPC, actually. Save the battle computer energy for a mech that cares. What was I gonna use the battle computer range for? I don't even remember. I have slept since then. Is there a world where I drop the PPC, replace the Pharaoh with, like, stealth armor, give it a passive sensor? I think there is. I would keep the clan ER large just because... Actually, no, if at that point, if I am running stealth... Hold on, do I have light PPCs? A pair of light PPCs actually would be... I have 1. Alright. Drop the clan ER large. Yeah, I would really want 2 light PPCs. Do I have a light PPC on something else? Because that means we have no more heat problems at all. Ever. Even in hot biomes. We'd be able to armor up more. We'd be able to drop the Pharaoh, give it stealth. Give it the IFF jammer. Advanced zoom, advanced optics. Yeah, advanced optics doesn't really help that much for long range. Advanced zoom does. So we'd have the IFF jammer, advanced zoom. We don't need the thermal exchangers because we are running basically all AC2s. Gyro, we don't really care about. Well, then again, 1 slot to save... 2 tons? Alright, more like the... 1.5? Yeah. It's pretty alright. We won't need to worry about slots, really, because the stealth arm will take so few slots. Like, this is actually viable. Not even joking. I kind of like it. Passive sensors. So we have reduced sight and sensor. We have crazy long range. Well, 720 there, but like the AC2's 960. If we're just like hiding in a forest, we have case 2, so... Oh, right, we need EC. Right. if I remember correctly, ECM Clan is actually better active and worse passive, which means we would actually want a Inner Sphere Guardian ECM, if not Angel ECM. But for now, to just drop it and make it save tonnage, we'll just use a standard ECM. That, once we repair it, will be done. In 9 days, we have a stealth sniper mech that can through armor crit, increase heat, and the stealth is going to generate extra heat, but we are overcooling by 18 somehow. The royal just gives us an extra 6, yeah. The royal just gives us an extra 6 and 8% reduced heat generated by weapons fire. I could actually replace the standard PPC with 2 light PPCs, and it would save us a ton to give it more armor. This is wild. And I love it. Oh, I'm so glad I took this chassis. No, definitely don't want that. So we don't have any kind of a cockpit upgrade for it. I mean, there is an argument to be made for, like, giving it some... No, because then I'll have to get closer. If I gave it the max shots, which are Gauss, so the fire control Gauss does work. If I gave it the max shots, I'd have to get within 360 meters. And if I'm getting within 360 meters, like, that's the maximum range of the mag shot. I would definitely be replacing the AC2s with, at that point, some kind of Gauss rifle build, which honestly sounds really fun and cool too. But I have 3 unused ballistic hardpoints, so I would definitely want it to be like a Gauss rifle and then a Gauss rifle and then just like the rest mag shots, if able. I would need a lot more mag shots, is what I'm saying. Also, mag shot ammo. Do I even have any mag shot ammo, or is that why they're still sitting there completely unused? Yeah, it looks like I have yet to find mag shot ammo. That's rough. Alright. I'm gonna do it. I mean, it's 287,000 C-bills. The only thing in this entire mech that I would be sad to lose that wouldn't be, like, super easy to come by is the specialty AC2 ammo. And the only reason I'd be running it is because I have this chassis and the specialty AC2 ammo, so, like... Yeah. Yeah. This is it. This is our Jaeger mech. And so I'm looking for either another AC2 maybe. No, because if I drop another AC2, it'll be less rounds of going all crazy on it. So yeah, battle computer jam. Ooh, I need a lucky Mechwarrior who is not a gladiator. Well, I guess it doesn't matter if they're a gladiator or not. Reckless is good. As long as I don't give them Juggernaut. And honestly... -1 recoil, so the double tap has, I believe, at that point, no recoil. I don't really care about max evasion, because I'm not going to be generating that much. I'm just going to be at very, very long ranges. The evasion ignore makes us more accurate. Lucky reduces the jam chance and increases the grouping. The grouping. So if we're double shotting, then the chance that the shots hit the same location is increased. Is that good? I think it is. Just straight up, I think it is. No, you don't have enough experience. I literally need it to be somebody who has enough experience to go Bandit to increase crit chance, and as high gunnery as possible. I would also need more tactics. Max sight and sensor range actually is amazing here. Nothing else really matters. So yeah. Tactician, max sight and sensor range. And then also 6 tactics for higher rolls on sensor check. Alright. Gisela is going to be our crazy AC2 build. And the best part is if it doesn't work, if it's very disappointing, we can just keep her in it and give it Gauss rifles instead. Gauss rifles and ER large lasers, and well, the extra crit chance won't be that great. So I guess just Gauss rifles and other autocannons of some kind. She's going to be an autocannon build. 100%. Cool. I'm looking forward to that. Now then, we do not have the money to build the Metcat, unfortunately. Have I repaired it already? I haven't repaired it yet, have I? No. So I'll go ahead and repair it. Cool. Yep. Beautiful. 77,000, 2 days, sure. Wolverine. We now have a second Wolverine. Is it the same? Are they both? No, that's a 90 and a 10D. Alright. First of all, I also need to rename this Wolverine. Absolutely. I mean, yeah, I'll know which one it is now. 100%. Wolverac. If you have a better name for it, by all means, toss it in the comments, and I will absolutely take any like clever, witty, as long as it's clear that it's the Rack 10. Because dropping the wrong Mechwarrior in that mech is... This is a Rack 5. This is just a Rack 5 build. Do I have the ammo to run 2 Rack 5s? Okay, first of all, dropping the jump jets. Dropping the jump jets. Okay. So that should now let me actually put stuff in it. Cool. So with 2 Rack 5s, how much ammo do I have that I could actually put into this? It's LBXs. I have another whole double bin. I could give this 104, which is not actually that great. That would be 10 rounds of times 5. And I know, like, 10 rounds of times 5 sounds pretty good. But is it? Is it enough? 124. Also, unless we put some other weapons, which I don't think after the engine core we're gonna have room for. So this would be 84, or no, 88, 108, 128, 148. So if we're firing each times 5, that's 10 ammo per round. So that would be 15 rounds at times 5. And I'm assuming it's not going to jam because, I don't. I guess I don't need that much ammo. I guess we can run it like so and see. Because I guess if it does jam a couple times, then... Plus we have the ammo truck that, once it's repaired, can refit us and give us more ammo. Oh, this is gonna be so fun. And then, since he's gonna be a little... Do I have another combat shield? Because that would be great. No. Also, the heat efficiency. If we just use single heatsink cooling, not even firing at ×6, just ×3 on both of them, is too much heat for it to handle. It'll have a heat delta of 6 if we're firing at ×3. So that means we'll need definitely double heatsink cooling. It doesn't need to be anything fancy, though. And then... I mean, an upper hardened would just protect the arm that has the Rack 5 in it, but... it's fine. Unfortunately, not using the Gauss... Ooh. No, we don't have the hard points for it. I was about to see, can I fit some mag shots in here too? There's also a medium X pulse in the head. I don't care about that. There we go. We don't have heat problems. With a double heatsink kit, we will not have heat problems anymore. Alright. Also, I need to try to see what the Gyro Heavy can do for our Rack 10 build. Okay. So... I'm not going to need any external heatsinks. I'm not going to bother with any kind of engine upgrade. This is going to be a cheap and fun mech that I just throw in whenever the other Wolverine's being repaired, I think. Or maybe to throw rookies in to train them. I could actually go heatsink removal. Alright, so... 220 core is 4, right? 4.6? It's 4.6. It's also too heavy. So... how slow am I comfortable with a Rack 5 build going? It has a 600 meter range, which is pretty decent. Is it good enough to be 3.5? Is it good enough for it to be 3.5? Or do I just need to try to save the tonnage? Because I'd also like to armor up a bit. It has a supercharger. I just realized. Okay. It's not adding much tonnage, but, like, whoever's in this is going to want gunnery for the jam chance reduction. They're not going to be as interested in pumping into... It has 2 hands. Now I'm at a crossroads. I could either make it a melee mech with a supercharger. No, because without TSM, which I don't... Can supercharger and TSM still be used together? Let me go look. Before I come back, Right. Everyone is currently being repaired. You have a 5-ton combat shield, but you're not using TSM, right? You just got the 5-ton combat shield because you can carry a 5-ton combat shield. Yeah. Okay. So I would like time to repair. In order to have time to repair, I'm going to need to drop on some missions. Oh, right. We should check the store after the flare-up's concluded. Is this different? I should have checked the store. Yeah, SRM6 instant pickup. I have so many things that want SRM6s right now. LB2 lead slug. Sure. 2's fine. UAC 10. How many UAC 10s do I have? Hold on. How many UAC 10s? It's fine, I'll look at this one. I don't need to go cycling around. I think I had a couple of them. Did I use them somewhere? I don't remember. I have one clan UAC 10. I could have sworn I had more than just one. There's an LB10. This is still... The Black Jacket is still using the same PPC that I gave it at, like, episode whatever. That's hilarious. Yeah, I don't remember what I did with all of my autocannons. I can just build the Striker, though. Pretty sure the Striker just needs... Ah, right, I was going to do 3 SRM6s. Do I have... I have 1. I mean, I guess I could do what it says. Just do... Instead of 3 SRM6s, do an SRM6 and 2 MML5s. Ah, right. I don't have... Or do I? Man, I have not looked through this, this supply closet in a while. I have 1 MML5 risk. Ah. That's why I haven't just done that. Okay. I have 1 risk MML5. ML20 risk is way too much. ML7 is too much. And a streak ML5 is too much. Yeah, that's why I haven't done anything with this. I've been waiting for stuff I could put in it. Like, give me some clan 10s. I will happily put clan 10s in here if I have clan 10s in the ammo. But... Oof. Alright. Yeah. So I don't know if I need the ammo. I definitely have an Ultra 10 singular. And I have some Ultra 10 ammo. Actually, I have quite a bit of Ultra 10 ammo. No, I don't think I need that. Yeah, so the other option would be, you know, slapping together a melee build of some kind, but I also don't have, like, a big melee weapon, so I could literally just give it a hatchet. Yeah, I know. Shit. I could literally just give it a hatchet, and when it runs out of... Actually, not even when it runs out, when it's starting to run out. When it's starting to run out of ammo, it can close in and just fire the Rack 5 in its side torso. Yeah, this is too good. This is too fun. I'm gonna enjoy this way too much to not do it. Yeah, this is what I've been sitting here like looking at the Wolverine, and every time I forget, and I look at it again, and I'm just like, yes, yeah. Where's the ammo for it though? There it is. I think I actually give it the bins like that. No, I don't. This is definitely a double bin. And then if one of the double bins gets destroyed, I just replace with 2 single and I lose the 4 ammo, but... Alright. So now we want it to go fast. Alright, so this is gonna be... Yeah, we're definitely dropping the medium X pulse. Honestly, advanced optics negates no visuals within 100 meters. That is night vision, but it's actually better than night vision because it also works on, fog and stuff. And honestly, it doesn't matter which hand I put it in, because if we're swinging it, we're not using that Rack 5 anyway. Okay. The double heatsink kit. Yep. Then standard Pharaoh. And then I have a shield side. It's just a matter of how do I get a bigger engine core in. And I think the answer is still just giving it a light engine or Clan XL. How much does that weigh? 1 ton? Nah, we're not gonna be like melee focused. It's just it's just an option once we start running low on ammo. That's all. Can we use mask and supercharger? Okay. Can we use mask and supercharger? We can. That's what we do then. Okay. So it does not need a super big core. We just mask supercharger, get close. Or if, we're not running low on ammo, we mask supercharger to get evasion and then unload. So. I mean, yeah, sure. Give it a single lower melee weapon. Then again, nah. Ideally, we will mostly be focusing on running fast. And that tonnage would be better spent on more armor, I think. Yeah, it's fine. We'll just go Fire Control Clan Standard. And... we have no Electronic Warfare. This, though, is definitely a kind of mech that wants a Guardian ECM clan. Absolutely. No questions asked. We kick that thing active whenever we're close up, and we're either slashing with the, or hacking with the hatchet. Oh. Can't be used with mask. Okay. So this is interesting. This will give bonus accuracy both for the Rack 5 and the hatchet. It'll also give reduced recoil for the Rack 5. Can it be used with the supercharger? Yes, it can. I don't think so. I think I'd rather have the speed, because I'm not going to be able to put a large core in this thing. Like, even if I can free up tonnage, I'd rather spend that tonnage on armor than on a slightly heavier core. Okay. And then we still have to find slots for heat sinks as well. So, let's just start stupid low. 125. So 125 core, I'd have to, first of all, put 5 double heat sinks. That's not going to happen. But at 2-3, the supercharger would make it 2-4, and the mask would make it 2-5. We upgrade the tonnage by 70 to 195. That frees up 2 double heat sinks worth of slots, and it's already over. But that gives us 3-5. Which, unfortunately, it's actually just like 3-7 and then 3-9, like at best. At best, we get 9 hex sprint. And we still need, again, all the slots for the heat sinks. I don't think it's possible without an engine upgrade. Which, honestly, the only problem with the engine upgrade is I don't want to put the ammo on that side of the mech. I want to just have a side that I can just lose. So I think I dropped the mask. Because unless we're getting a bigger core in there, the mask isn't actually adding that much. Also, Guardian Seam goes center, just so it's sort of protected by the most armor it can be. Alright, so right now, we have 3-5. Yeah, 3-5 looks like the best we can do without an engine upgrade. But that supercharger, which, you know, also is adding more and more the bigger the engine core gets. But the supercharger, when it's active, will bump us up to, I believe, 3-7. Because, yeah, sprinting is 1.5 times your move, so 88 plus 44, which is how you get to 132. So it would be another plus 44, which would be 176. Actually, no, that's only 3-6 with the supercharger active. Yeah, it's just not enough. Like, it's really... I mean, at least with the supercharger, since it's based on the engine tonnage, not the chassis tonnage, like, you have to get a pretty big engine before it's just not worth. Alright, let's go up to 220. I know, just heavy engine. That puts us at 4.6, which does get us to 4.8 with just the supercharger. And all we have to do is find 3 tons. We don't even have an armor upgrade. I think we can do that. I think we can do that. I'm only at 92,000, so like this is a cheap build so far, which I'm happy to see. Double heatsink. Double heatsink. We now have all 10 engine heatsinks. Our cooling is completely fine. It was the X-Pulse that was increasing the cooling problem. We can drop in the Pharaoh if we replace the Indo with Clan Indo. Do I actually use single heatsinks instead? No way, no. If I start getting toasty, it reduces my speed as well as potentially cooking my ammo. So no, I definitely go double heatsinks here. Like literally the only benefit of the light engine over the Clan XL is that it costs less to install. I mean, how much does this cost? That's cheap. I'll do that. I'll absolutely do that. To free up that amount of tonnage and also slots. So that frees up enough slots for Pharaoh. Pharaoh doesn't actually get us much right now, but just because we aren't fully maxed out, it doesn't get us as much as it would. Saves a little over time. Engine heat sinks reduction save us a little bit more, but we would need 6 slots for that. Alright, so I don't know how much, I don't know where I was. Yeah. Alarm started going off and copyrighted stuff, so I have to cut it out, and I lost my train of thought because the alarm went off, and this is what I'm saying. I'm not giving it to Pharaoh. I'm going to keep it with the standard Indo. I'm going to drop the engine core. And for now, just for now, I think I'm going to leave it just like... I'm going to leave it just like this. I'm going to leave it just like this. That way, this is what we're going to do once we get back to it. I think I'm even going to leave the Clan Guard ECM. Just this is what it's going to sit like until I return and decide exactly what to do. Cool. Awesome. Now then. That is everything I currently have to build, and because that alarm went off, I need to go. So we'll figure out repair order next time. For now, that's been your episode of Roguetech for the day. I hope you enjoyed it, and until next time, have a good one.